What's up, everyone? So, today I'm going to tell you what exactly I would have done differently if I had to start all over again with my fitness journey. So, I'm going to free flow this and I'm just going to try and provide as much value as possible and really think what I would have done differently. And hopefully, that helps you with your fitness journey if you're just starting out, if you're maybe in it for a while already, or if you're considering getting jacked, which you absolutely should, right? So before I get into that, let me quickly tell you a quick story. So if we jump back a bunch of years when I just started out on my fitness journey, I was 16 years old and I didn't know nothing of nothing, right? I didn't know what to lift. I didn't know how much to lift. I didn't know anything, right? The only thing I knew was that I wanted to get jacked and hopefully get curls, which we all know by now that's not how it works, unfortunately. And I knew that if I wanted to get ripped, I needed to go to the gym and I needed to lift heavy weights. After a lot of trial and error and just binge watching a ton of YouTube videos on how to actually go to the gym, I started to get the hang of actually lifting weights. But one thing that I can tell you is in my journey, there's been so many mistakes that I've made, and there's so many things that I wish I've done differently. And that's what I'll be discussing today and basically tell you guys what I would have done differently if I had to start all over again from scratch. Now, this is one thing that I actually did. So, like, I wouldn't have done anything differently with this step because I did that, and this helped me out a lot. And it's just to just get started immediately, like today. Get started today. Either go get your gym membership and train, even if it's just for like 20 or 30 minutes, or go do like push-ups and pull-ups or whatever for like 30 minutes, but do something today. Take action today so you can get used to that and so that you can start to develop momentum and that like winner mindset, because I'm going to talk about mindset a bit later, but mindset is so important when it comes to this, right? So just take action today, do something. I do recommend to go and get your gym membership today, because if you procrastinate on that, then you're going to procrastinate on the gym. And before you even know it, 1 or 2 months has passed and you haven't gotten into the gym. Next thing that I wish I'd done a bit differently was defining my goals a bit clearer. So for you, that's also going to be very important. Let's say you're very skinny right now, then you are obviously going to train a bit differently than someone who's very overweight. Define your goals, define like your current situation, and then also where you want to go. So let's say you're very overweight and you want to build muscle and get lean. You're going to have a different training program than someone who's very skinny, right? So define your current situation and then where you want to go, and then act upon that. Then the next thing is find 1 or 2 reliable sources, listen to them, and just train. Don't get distracted. One thing that held me back was listening to too many people at the same time, because the truth is, in the fitness industry, there's so many different opinions and there's so many different things that people talk about. And at the end of the day, like the differences between those things are very small. Like there's basic principles which most people believe in, and then there's like small things like, do you train like this or like this? Do you do 6 to 8 reps or do you do 8 to 10 reps? Like those small things, they don't really matter. So don't get distracted by them. Get 1 or 2 people that you listen to and train. Like, because if you listen to 10 people at the same time, you're going to get confused, and that's going to prevent you from training. That's going to maybe make you feel overwhelmed, and then a lot of times you're either going to switch workouts the whole time, which is going to hold you back, or you're just not going to go to the gym simply because you feel too overwhelmed and you feel like, wait, I first need to figure out the perfect workout program, which is not true. You're going to learn a lot as you start training. That's where you're going to learn a lot. Another thing that I would have done differently is I would have worked on my mindset a bit earlier, because this is a big mindset thing. You're going to have to make some mindset changes. This is a lifestyle change. This isn't something that you're going to do for 6 months or a year and then you're going to be done with it. You're going to do this. If you really want to do it properly, you're going to do this for the rest of your life, or at least till you're like 60. You have to make that mindset shift, because if you hate doing this, you're not going to be able to do it consistently, and you're not going to see the best results. Where if you can switch your mindset into, I love doing this and I'm not like racing towards a specific goal, then you're going to start enjoying it a lot more. Another thing is like, don't be attached to the outcome, be attached to the actions that you take. So after, let's say after 2 months of training, if you went to the gym every single day that you told yourself you're going to go to the gym and you were consistent, be proud of that. Don't look at the results. Just be patient, be consistent, and focus on the things that you can control. Flip your mindset so that you're not working towards an end goal and instead focusing on the process and enjoying it. The next thing is, don't overcomplicate your workout. Something I did as well. And just also don't overdo it. So keep it simple. I would recommend starting out, if you're just starting out, just do 3 times a week. If you're going less than that, you're going to see results if you're consistent. But if you want to see some decent results, at least go 3 times a week. But if that's too much, go 2 times, because you're still going to see results. And once you start seeing those results and start getting used to going to the gym, then add a 3rd one, and maybe later a 4th one if that's what you want to do, right? But don't overdo it. Don't go because some people, they'll be like, okay, I'm going to train 6 times a week, 2 hours every single day. Then they maybe manage 1 week and then they don't go back ever again. Or they do 1 week and then they take a week off, and then they do 2 workouts that next week and then they take another week off, right? Instead of doing that, go 3 times a week, every single week. And then you're going to see some great results. Consistency is really so much more than intensity. So another thing, keeping things simple. Don't overcomplicate your workouts. Just keep it very, very simple. And your exercises, like the individual exercises as well. Don't overthink these things. Don't try some complicated exercises in the beginning, at least. Stick to the simple things. Another thing, eating correctly. Now, you don't have to think that you have to just eat broccoli and mince every single day. You really don't have to do that. But let's say if you want to bulk up, if you want to build muscle, one thing that I see a lot of people struggle with, and this is something that I also didn't do in the beginning, is just really eating enough. Now, I've always had quite a healthy diet. So if you're eating fast food every single day, don't fool yourself. You're going to get fat. If you just eat a bunch of McDonald's burgers every single day, you're going to get fat. So make sure you eat enough if you want to build muscle. If you want to lose fat, then obviously eat less. Another thing, wish that I did, is just progress pics. I didn't really take a lot of progress pics when I just started out. I only started taking pictures maybe a few years ago. I don't really take pictures when I just started out. So, and it's so satisfying, 4 or 5 years after you started your journey, to look at pictures of when you just started and actually see how much you've grown, because you don't realize what's happening as you go through your journey. Or often you don't really realize that as much, where if you see some nice pictures, it's crazy, right? So take pictures regularly and just keep them on your phone so you can look back at them and just get that winning feeling as well and be proud of yourself. And then the last thing that I really want to emphasize on is just also being patient, because this is going to take time. You're not going to get ripped and massive in a month or 2. This is going to take time. Depending on where you are, this is going to take time. I don't want to say a number, because if you're already well built, then and also I don't know what your goals are, but this is going to take time. Be patient, fall in love with the process, and then you'll start seeing some great results, and you'll start loving the entire journey, right? So I really, really hope that this video helped you guys out. As I said, I just kind of free flowed. I had some specific notes and some specific things that I wanted to mention, but I really just free flowed and thought about the things that's very important. Not all of them are things that I struggled with in the beginning, but I know a lot of them are things that a lot of people struggle with when they just start out. So I really, really hope that this video helped you guys out a bit. So I'm going to tell you about my community. I do have a community for men who want to get jacked. So whether you're into calisthenics or bodybuilding, or I don't really care. If you're into building your body, looking after your body, fitness, join the community. It doesn't matter at what level you are. Go check it out. I'll put the link in the description of this video. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please consider subscribing, leaving a like, if you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.